Hi, good morning. Happy Saturday. Why am I not wearing eyeshadow? Thanks for asking. I get up and I do the same thing every morning and I put on the same makeups. Well, I don't know what happened. It happened to me one day last week.
This guy trying to ride this bicycle, he looks like a 2-year-old trying to ride a bicycle for the first time. He's not doing so well.
Oh yeah, I was saying it happened to me a couple of weeks ago, but that time I had used a different eye crayon. So I blamed it on the eye crayon and I threw that eye crayon away, okay? Well, I've been using the other eye crayon just about every morning and no issues, I don't know. And this morning I put it on, I'm fine. And then I go out to walk Penny and the girls come running out. We're walking and we're talking and all is going well. And then all of a sudden I started having the reaction and Naomi was laughing so hard. It was funny because I was going,
I can't see. I can't see.
I'm trying to walk with my eyes as little slits. And she was laughing saying, Miss Tracy, you look like you've been stung by a bee. And I was like, I don't know what happened. So anyway, I went in and took all that makeup off and put a little bit of coconut oil on my eyes. They are still, I don't know what's going on with them. But it reminded me of when I was walking Charlie. And I was telling Naomi this and she was cracking up. And you know how when you're trying to tell a story and someone keeps interjecting like what they think you're going to say? That was this whole conversation. And we were both laughing hysterically while I had it was just eyeliner pouring down my face and barely able to see and my eyes are swelling. I said I was walking Charlie one day and you know I have pepper spray and she said, and you sprayed it in your eyes. And I said, no. I said, this dog came running up to us and I said, it was kind of windy like this. And she said, oh, and the wind blew it back. I said, no. I said, I sprayed the dog and when the wind blew, it got on Charlie. I said, but it didn't bother Charlie because it didn't get in his eyes. But it got on his fur, which I didn't really know that then. I said, but as I'm walking home, because I'm always rubbing my eyes because I have watery eyes, okay? I'm always dabbing at my eyes.
That's dabbing, just in case you didn't know.
So, I am walking home. I touch my eyeballs. My eyes start watering. My nose starts pouring. And I'm trying to see to walk home, much like this morning, with tears flowing and not like crying tears, just tears. You just can't stop them. You know what I'm saying? And she's laughing hysterically. And I said, I get in the house and I flush my eyes and, you know, do all the things to get rid of the pepper spray. If you ever get sprayed with pepper spray, you just rinse your eyes out with cool water, okay? That's all you can do. And I said, so I get all that taken care of. And then I go to pet Charlie. And then I touch my face again. Because I'm a face toucher, okay? And that's when I realized that all that pepper spray had sprayed back on him. And it was all over his fur. And when I touched my face, it happened all over again. She was laughing so hysterically she couldn't even talk. It was funny. I mean, it wasn't quite funny in the moment, you know what I'm saying? But I will always be one of those. Sorry, distraction. To laugh at things like that once they're over because what am I going to do? Cry because 7 years ago I got pepper spray in my eyes? Hey, I was laughing about it that day. I mean, just because it took me forever to get home because I was walking around with slits, you know what I'm saying? That's enough of that story. I told him to go home. Phoenix told me that I was like her other mother. And I said, well, go home to your other mother then, because this mother is going to Publix to get some groceries, and we're going to make candied apples tonight. Did I say candied apples? Caramel apples. We might also do candied apples. I don't know. But anyway, which I'm excited about because I make a dairy-free version that is just, mwah.
I've done a video on that. Oh,
I've done a video on my dairy-free caramel apples. You may be able to find it in my cooking file. I tried creating files, but then I realized I don't do a whole lot of stuff that can be filed because mine's just jabbering, you know? Jabbering. That's a good word. So Phoenix came over a couple of days ago, and she mentioned to me about my 10 divorces, exes.
I said, what? I've not, no.
I don't have one divorce, much less 10. So then they came over last night and she mentioned my 10 divorces. And I was like, what? Naomi said, she keeps telling me that you've been divorced 10 times. I was like, she told me that the other day. I mean, no, I haven't even been married to be divorced 10 times. What? I don't know where her brain goes sometimes. And then the creme de la creme of cremes, they came yesterday. No, day before, whenever it was. I don't know, yesterday. And I pulled out my diffuser.
Yes, I know, cats and essential oils. I've been burning essential oils, these, for years, 10 years, whenever they first came out. And Gracie is 18 and a half and still going strong. So apparently my blend does not bother her.
It is Thieves, which has cinnamon in it, and orange, clove, and lemon. And I just put the drops in the diffuser and let it run, and it smells really nice. Well, the girls came in.
I'm sorry, my thumb is peeling, okay?
Phoenix points to the essential oil bottles on the counter, and behind it is the diffuser, and she says, what are those? And I said, essential oils. And she said, why?
Why what? I don't know what that means. Why? Kids and their whys.
What? She goes, well, I mean, what's it for? And I said, well, you put them in that thing, and then it smells up, you know, it makes the house smell good. She said, it doesn't smell good. And Naomi interjects with,
hush, she's old.
what? And she goes,
Well, your smeller is broken.
I said, my smeller is not broken. Thank you very much. And as far as old, I mean, just because I'm going to be turning 60 in a couple of months does not mean that I am old. Okay? I'm just, okay, I'm 59 and a lot of months. Okay? But, what? And I said, it's orange and lemon. And she goes, and that brown stuff. I said, cinnamon? She goes, yeah. I said, cinnamon smells amazing. She was like, I don't think it smells so good. I said, isn't it time for y'all to go home now? She started laughing. I said, I think it's time for you to go.
These kids, they're brutal.
I have so much fun with them. I do. They get on my nerves. And I tell them, y'all are getting on my nerves. It's time for y'all to go home. And they take it well and they go home. So they know. Anyway, I'm at Publix. So I'm going to go in and get some groceries along with everybody else that's here. And I'll be back later, okay? Hi, I'm home from Publix. And that's probably the biggest basket full of groceries I've had in a very long time. But I was out of a lot of things, and Publix had a whole lot of stuff, buy one, get one free. And how do you not pick up the free one when you're already picking up one? Am I right? You can't just leave it. So I introduced the girls to Utes, guys, UTZ potato chips. I buy the dill pickle. Ugh, they're the best. Dill pickle potato chips out there, okay? Even Naomi agreed with me. And the other flavor that I like is Mike's Hot Honey. They're spicy, unless you're Naomi. And she said, these are not spicy. And I said, okay, Harry. And she was like, who's Harry? I said, my dad. My dad, if I could hand him absolute fire, and he would be like, that's not hot. And I tell him all the time, that's because you've burned all your taste buds off. And that's what I tell Naomi. Your taste buds are gone already at 9 because she can eat fire. Phoenix, however, thinks they're a little on the spicy side like I do, but she eats them like I do. We do like this while we eat them.
So I got one bag of dill for me, and one bag of dill for them, and one bag of Mike's Hot Honey for me, and one bag of Mike's Hot Honey for them.
And they came over to help me unload the groceries. And they were like, you got 4 bags of chips. And I said, 2 of them's yours. And they were like, what? And I said, yeah, they were buy one, get one free. So those are yours. Now go home. They're coming back tonight. I think I said earlier for the apples. We're having an apple party, okay? And my friend Trina, as long as all goes well with her today, is also going to come over. And Naomi told Phoenix.
She said, now look, if Miss Tracy's friend comes over, we're not going to show out. We're not going to act up. When I tell you to stop talking so much, you need to stop talking so much. And Phoenix looked at me and she said, don't let me talk too much.
I said, well, I will just say, you know, let's tone it down a little. Let's keep it at the speed limit here, because Phoenix gets very excited and she talks faster and louder as she gets more and more excited. So anyway, that should be fun. They'll get to meet Trina, and hopefully Phoenix won't show out. But I told her, I said, we're actually making candied apples and caramel apples. And she was like, what do you mean? I said, what do you mean? What do I mean? She said, what do you mean? I said, we're going to make this stuff to dip the candied apples in. She said, you didn't get Jolly Ranchers? I said, they didn't have any Jolly Ranchers.
She said, in the candy aisle? I said, no, in the potato chip aisle. Of course I looked in the candy aisle.
And she said, they didn't have any? I said, well, they had sugar-free. She was like, ugh. I said, I agree. So, no, we got sugar and water and cream of tartar, which is what the ingredients list, the recipe that I looked up said to get. And we're going to make candied apples. And I said, you know what else I got? She said, what? I said, a candy thermometer. She said, Miss Tracy. I said, I know, it's pretty exciting, isn't it? But we really need that to keep us from overcooking it. So we got to follow directions, though. Anyway, it should be fun. But that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, I love you. Jesus loves you. Hope he's coming back soon, because people be crazy. And I will talk to you on the next Tracy Tries. Toodles, my noodles. Stay silly, my friends, and smile. Piss people off, make people happy, or just make them wonder what you've been up to. Goodbye.